Hi, everybody. Um, I have this journal I finished. I wanted to do a quick video of it. It's from Lady Vagabond. I used pieces of from her, Lady Vagabond, but this is an old dictionary cover that I used. And it's, let's see, where's my paper that I wrote? I wrote it, it's 10 1/8 inches tall, 6 5/8 inches wide. It's got a 2.5 inch spine. Um, it's got 4 signatures, 49 pages, or however you want to figure it. You can double that if you want sides. I made a writing board with it, and I made this to go with it. So we'll show you this first. This is just a little flip thing, a waterfall thing I made. I used tissue paper or rice paper I got from Maddie at Spectrum Art Creations. And what I did is I covered it in tissue paper, and then it has these little waterfall pieces in here. So the first one I used some of the acetate from the Traveler set and used it and made a little pocket there with the books. Maybe I can get them back in. They just slide in there. Anyway, I got some little pieces of ephemera in there. And then the back sides, you can either put pictures or write on or whatever. But the fronts, I decorated most of them. It's just a little tuck. That's just a little saying. There's a little tag with some ephemera tucked in there. This is just a little booklet you can use to write on here. This one is nothing. There's nothing there. It's just says Voyage to the New Frontier. And then the flap is her sitting there as a tuck spot. So there's that. This will go with it. And it's got lots of room to expand. So yeah, so you can expand on that. So I thought it was kind of cute. I just wanted to try one because I had several of them and I had never done one yet. So I thought I'd do that. This is Escape the Ordinary. So then this is the journal, and I made a dangle that clips off. You can take it off just on a clip here. And I made a bunch of junky stuff for it. There's a thing I made, a slide I made, and there's some wings on it. And there's some stuff I made. It's got a couple watch faces and just some stuff on it, like junk. The front is Lady Vagabond with material behind it. And then the spine is one of the houses, and it says amazing. And then the back is just the book. So I made a writing board to go with it, and it slides right in the back of the book. And I just drilled a hole and put a piece of leather strap in there and then beaded on the ends of the leather strap. So when it's in the book, these hang out and you can just pull it out. But this is a piece of acetate from Traveler. I can't remember. I just think it's Lady Vagabond. But anyway, I turned it over and did alcohol inks on it. And I just used a heavy piece of chipboard, and then I put a piece of paper, the same paper that I used on the inside here, on the front and back. And then that's sealed. And then this, and then when you need to use it, you just slide it underneath the page you're working on, and you have a flat surface to write on. So that lives in the back of the book. It stays back there. We're going to leave it out for right now. And then we'll leave this off for right now. So here's the book. Let's see if we can get it in frame here. I made a pocket here. It's just a double pocket on the front with that Lady Vagabond piece. And I made a bookmark out of the leftover. And you get a library pocket and card. And then that's just a piece of ephemera you can use in your journal. It's from an old calendar. So I used on each of the 4 signatures, I used a piece of Lady Vagabond 12 by 12 paper. And there's a book dart I put on there. This is lots of writing space, and you can decorate. I mean, I put in a lot of, let's see if I could show you where I put some. I put in extra, like here, I put in extra coffee dyed papers. So if you want to say, tear out a piece and put it on there to write something and put a picture here or what, however you want to do it. There's lots of ways you can do it, but there's extra coffee dyed blank paper in here that you can use on this. There's not a lot of decoration in this. There's a lot of pages. This is an old math page. A lot of coffee dyed. This is from an old book, and I used the houses, what was left of the houses. This is where I cut that one off for the spine. There's a book you can make, fold it over, make a little booklet, and then there's an acetate piece that you get to use. And that's her walking. There's just all kinds. There's ledger papers. Some of them are folded. You can do whatever you want. Here's the middle of the signature. So I'm just going to go through it real quick because there's just tons of stuff you could do to this, however you want to use it. See, there's an extra page. Just paper clipped them in or tucked them in. There's the beginning of the second signature. There's another piece, paper clipped in. More ledger. This is a directory. This is an acetate tile. No, is it no, it's a, what do they call that stuff? Oh, jeez, I can't think of it. Anyway, it's riveted on the page as a pocket, and it's got some napkin behind it. We did this one day on my life. What is the name of that stuff? It's those, okay, now I can't think of it. Mica tiles. Jeez, I have them hanging right over there. Mica tiles we tried out. We put some napkin behind it. Look, it's pretty cool. And then we riveted it on the page. Turned out pretty neat. Okay, this is typewriter from a typewriter instruction book. More coffee dyed paper. This is a shorthand book. This is an almanac. Added a piece of trim there. Like I said, there's not a lot of decoration in this journal, but there is a lot of pages, so you could do with it whatever you want. This is a belly band kind of thing. It's got 3 pieces, and it's got extra ephemera in here that you can use, that I put in here for you to use. Like I said, you can use all 3, or you could just use 1 or 2. Yeah, you got some extra ephemera to use. This is the beginning of the 3rd signature, which I put a little banner. I thought was adorbs. Then just all kinds of papers. These are from old books. This is that cottony paper. An 1800s book. Added some, this is a little fake measuring tape. And I got different size pages in here. Music. We added some old tape in here. Yeah, it's just, whoever gets it will have fun working in it. You could do whatever you want in it. There's the flip, a fabric flip. We got the lace, or the little trim, and we got the checkered, and then we got the hot air balloon, which is gold, which I thought was cool. And then I have some paper clipped with these old paper clips. Some coffee dyed paper there, so you can use. And this is the last signature. This is film strips we added to the page. And then on this side to cover up the backs, we used old measuring tape. But you get extra stuff here, stuff that was stamped from the actual stamp set. This is onion skin paper, and this is brown paper, so you can cut those out or do whatever you want with them. But this is 3 strips of actual film strip. It's Tim Holtz film strip stuff. Then there's another pocket with the books. You get some more ephemera. There's the old tape. Yeah, it's just all kinds of good stuff in here. That's sewn together, so that's a tuck. Sewn at the bottom. Yeah, and here's a bag I flipped in here. It's got some more of the stamped images on the coffee dyed paper here, but in the bag you get all kinds of goodies in here to use. So there'll be all kinds of extra goodies for you to use in this bag. And then there's another one in the back. We get to the back. This folds out. This folds out. So there's another piece of coffee dyed paper to use. It's paper clipped on there. There's the last page. So we'd use this envelope here to flip it on here. And we use some acetate pieces to decorate. It's got the cat and her, and there's a doorway. And inside we got all kinds of stuff in here for you to use. And then there's some extra ephemera. And this just folds back in like this. And then you put your board here. And you close it up. And then you take your little clip. And you just clip it on there. And there you go. That's your journal. And I hope you like it. And I think it's sold. I'm not sure. Keep an eye out in my Etsy store. I have nothing in there right now. But if I know 2 people said they might want it. So if it doesn't sell, it's going in my Etsy store. So there you go. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.